And we are now beginning the first session of the Sphere of Power. Characters, go ahead and introduce yourselves to each other. We'll go in alphabetical order, so okay, Elohir. Alex, are you there, or did we lose you? Or are you on mute?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I was just typing.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, Alex needs a magic item too.
She needs a magic item.
Do you know what you want, Alex?
No, I have some ideas, but I don't know which one I want.
Well, we can wait till later if you want, or I can roll you up something now. We stopped for everyone else to get theirs. You deserve to too.
Sure.
I really just need some help deciding, and I'd honestly be perfectly happy to give you my list and have you roll on that list, and maybe on anything else, maybe add some items to it that you can think of.
Okay. I know you'll figure out how to send that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you get a magic item.
I haven't picked one, and you didn't roll for one, so I was like, well, wait, do I get a magic item?
It's hard keeping track of 5 characters and whether you've done everything for everyone. That's why I keep asking you guys, anything I left out? Anything I need to answer? Who's missing what? That's what Fantasy Grounds needs, is a DM task tracker. Something you can just check off that you...
There you go.
A bunch of stuff. You can just say, okay, I got that done. I got that done. This has been done for all 5 players. Or however many. All right.
Quick question, Varric. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so we have the same. I was going to wonder if you had higher AC but lower hit points, and I had lower AC but higher hit points. That would have been interesting, but cool.
Almost forgot to set that. And we are going to start this campaign in year 1491. But this is going to be a little bit later than the previous campaign for the carryovers from Corp Unicorn. So this is going to probably be more like late summer. We're going to start.
Okay, I sent you my list in Discord.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling you were going to do one of those items.
Kind of predictable.
Woo!
Dan, do you already have your magic item?
Yeah, we talked about Ring of Protection.
Ooh, I see something. All right, that one should work. Do you agree, Alex?
Which one?
I responded to you in Discord with what I think would be...
That'll work.
All right, so I think we got everyone covered then, yes? Everyone's got magic item?
Loving it.
If you could stick that in my inventory, that would be awesome.
I absolutely can.
I can't find my
Thank you.
coconuts.
You did add them, didn't you?
No, I'll have to create an item
Okay,
and
yeah. I was wondering if
export it and send it over to you, because I'll have to just create it from scratch. That was too good not to do, though.
I liked it too. I don't know if my Ring of Protection is in there, but we can do it at a later time.
I can probably peel it out from here very quickly.
I do have a really good idea for magic item at a later date. I'm thinking about having like a magic flying rug, so that way my cat can permanently be asleep on a moving vehicle. I'm joking.
Depends how big your
Did you
cat
say
is.
something-
Well, technically, I've got quite a few beast formed, and I've got 2 at the moment. I've just got regular house cat and panther size.
Because I think it could be hilarious to have a magic carpet that's like 1 foot by 18 inches by 12 inches or something, and the cat just curls up on it and then it just floats along. but it's not like not big enough for anything else.
That is my pipe dream, but yeah.
If he's in panther form and we sneak him catnip, does it work the same?
I will have to let the DM decide if that thing or not.
Do you want the coding for that ring of protection?
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that because I mean, is there really much to it other than just updating the armor class?
I just put it in my actions tab so you can copy it.
All right.
It looks like the cloak worked for Miz. If you want to put the cloak and we just know that it's the ring.
I'm sure this will work too. So give me just a moment. Where did
Okay.
you put it?
It's at the bottom again because that's where spells ended up. Because alphabetical order, you know.
Inventory tab, right?
No, actions tab.
Okay, thank you.
I don't have access to the actual item, but I do have access to the coding for it.
Gotcha. All right, so wait a minute, I'm putting on the wrong character. Hey gets the ring, right?
Yes,
Correct.
please.
Okay. All right, so that should be now in your stuff, Dan.
Thank you. 1 second.
You ready
I'll
for
double
me
check.
to delete it? Ready for me to delete it from my sheet?
I can.
Mhm.
I'm here anyway.
Okay.
Good to go. I see it, sir.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you.
All right.
Do you want all my comment only effects in? Everybody else seems to put their comment only effects in.
They're what effects only?
It's more to remind myself.
Okay. Some DMs like them because they're good reminders and some DMs don't like them, but they're effects like Fey Ancestry that have no Fantasy Grounds mechanical value, but they're useful as reminders.
I always lean on the side of more information than less, so I'm definitely not going to tell you not to, and I'm not going to say you have to include them.
If you want them all, you can have them all.
So my AC did not go up in my earlier game. I just changed it into the miscellaneous field of my armor.
The effect.
Armor class is a weird one in Fantasy Grounds.
Yep. If you're using an effect for, say, the ring or cloak of protection, it doesn't change the numbers on your character sheet, but it does change the numbers when it does its math.
Okay, very good.
Yep. I actually tested that by just rolling attacks against your character or your other. Maybe it was your character in the other game, and it did make a difference on the rolls.
So I have to go back and adjust it in the other game and take it off the AC. I got a bonus +1 today, this morning, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Hey, Alex, one small, attention. I know coding is sensitive to spelling, but maybe it doesn't matter for this one. But in your effect list, your sharpshooter has a typo for disadvantage.
That's not terribly important. That's actually something that
It's just comment.
yeah, that's comments, and honestly, that one should probably be. I should download that fresh and double check it. And if it's still there, I should report it to Rob.
It came from him. Okay. All right. So we are now.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble seeing between my lenses being 3 years old and covered in peeling, in scratches and peeling coatings, and the text on my screen being so blurry. I'm having a hard time reading.
That doesn't sound good. You're using a laptop screen, right?
I'm using my laptop screen, and it is not nearly as sharp as my tablet screen. My laptop screen is 6 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay, now I understand why you prefer the tablet.
only got an 11-inch screen, but it's like
If it's got
super
better
sharp.
resolution, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. I still run into size issues, but at least then it's not blurry and small. It's just small. But my tablet has trouble connecting to my internet because of the way I have to connect to the internet.
Right over your phone.
Yep.
All right. So does this mean we're all ready to get started?
Now I think we're ready.
I'm gonna do one more.
You said we're doing introductions. Are we doing introductions for ourselves or for our characters?
Basically,
Yeah.
how your characters would introduce yourselves to each other,
Okay.
and also for the posterity's sake.
I was only asking because I know that Mizram is from the UK, and Dan and James are from New York, and you're from California, and I'm from Nevada, and I have no clue where Kaylee is from.
Alex?
Kale Alley.
Or Kalali, my bad. Or Alex. Where's Alex from?
Alex doesn't always like to give out her location.
He's usually the
You
more
just got to
secretive
say.
members of the group.
That's fine.
I'm in the
Don't
Midwest.
give us a secret. Oh, so you're closer to us than you are to them.
Yeah, it's the fact that no one else is in my time zone that I can start the game so early for me, which allows me to play a little bit longer before the rest of the household gets up.
Very true.
All right, so Lily, go ahead and introduce yourself to the rest of the party. Well, actually, you know what? Let's start it in order. So we'll start with the two brothers, and then we'll add we'll jump through the other party members as you were added to the party. So Varric, since you are the voice of reason and purpose amongst them.
All right. My name is Varric Stonewalker Comizzato. I'm a paladin, and I'm here with my brother.
I love it.
I like to take notes, as people will know, as some of you may know. So can we get like full names typed into chat, please?
Yeah, I think if you just type anything into chat and let it come out, it'll spell out your full name. And then Haig, I guess that gives you a chance to go.
Oh yeah, there we go. We're brothers. We're always. I'm not trying to sound like him. That was just my natural rasp. We're always looking for a challenge. We'll help you along whatever mission you like, as long as it betters us as people.
And Mizram? Now, of course, you wouldn't be introducing yourself to Kaylee at this point, but just how the rest of the party would.
Okay. I'm just a cleric of the dream, and I'm just being guided by the goddess to wherever my dream take me. And I'm trying not to add a meow to the end of that.
Well, Redreth?
I am Redrith. I am accompanying Mizram as he leads us to this item.
Well, just to be clear, it's not necessarily an item. I would say it's more along the lines that the fates are guiding us through him.
Okay. Would
But
I
it's more
know
of a
that? Would I
prophecy
know
than
that difference?
Well, it's more of a prophecy that the salvation of the elves will come from unifying and opening your borders to the not so pure. And as far as you're concerned, a wood elf who has an aspiration of druidicism and something that they commit to and they hold with integrity, that's the closest. I mean, you're more flexible than most of your others, but you're still a high elf. But that's someone who's like, okay, if there's anyone I'm going to befriend, this is the kind of elf that I can deal with. And from your standpoint, the fact that he prefers to walk around in cat form means you don't necessarily get seen by other high elves hanging out with a wood elf.
So we are seeing where he leads and where his dreams take us, and I am
Along for the ride?
I am very much interested to see where we end up.
I might suggest, and this is entirely up to you, Jim, but that you might have a little bit of resentment that someone else is controlling your fate. Not necessarily him, but that someone. Why do the gods seem to think I belong here? Why should I be out here instead of with my own people or back at my studies or anything else like that?
That's why he sighed at the very beginning.
Perfect. And then finally, Kaelali.
Kaelali is, she's a ranger, and she's not much for conversation. There's something that needs to be said, she will say it. Otherwise, she don't talk much.
You know the terrain, you're good at what you do, you earned your pay, and that's all that needs to be said.
Exactly.
All right, so we have our party. The party finds its way moving through a rocky pass, heading southeast towards the misty forest just before the high moor. The way is rock-strewn and rough this deep along the path. It's late in the afternoon, getting close to evening. As darkness falls, you notice a significant storm threatening the twilight skies above. Realizing it will likely pass your way soon. Glance at the pass being climbed confirms that it would be very dangerous to remain here. For any substantial rain would turn the trail into a tumultuous torrent of water as it flows over the rocky ground. Thus, you reason, the only safe place is off the trail, up into the rocks themselves.
I turn to the cat and gesture up to the rocks and say, what do you think? Does this look safer than staying on the trail?
I've just shared a map. Depending on how it shows up for you, you'll find the exposed area in the far northwest corner.
I see a total of 4 tokens, 2 of which are overwhelmed by their little effect symbols.
Yeah, all I see is
now
pluses.
I see 5 tokens. Yeah, there are 3 pluses, and I can't get to the portrait to know who it is. I can only get to the list of effects.
All right, so I guess I need to make an option change here so that the tokens don't show so much crap on them, huh?
Yes.
Well, it looks like the status effects are huge, or something weird happened there.
Yeah, you need to put those to small.
It looks like Varric and Haig are carrying green shields.
I'm going to look at Redreth and say, Overseer, do we stop or do we continue?
It looks pretty dangerous on the path. I'm thinking up into the rocks might be a better option. Maybe there's some sort of a overhang or something that we can shelter out the storm in. Now we all look like men's room symbols.
I was going to say, that's Mark. I can't see what it looks like. So Mark Hubbard.
That's good right there. You still have little green dots in the lower right, but we can actually see the tokens.
What you want to do?
Oh, now it changed.
Hold on. Let me get back to
Keith?
it. Yes.
What you want to do is you want to do, in this option section token, you want effect icon size, and you want that to small.
Gotcha. Thank you. Is that working for everyone?
Looks good from here. I mean, minus the green circle, whatever that is, but
that's your health indicator.
Okay, very good.
But it's also set to medium or large or something.
Here, I thought it was trying to turn me into a Ninja Turtle, but okay.
time I change it, it scrolls to another spot, and I gotta find it again.
Yeah, I know.
All right. How does that
Oh,
look?
that's much better. That's much better.
I think the status symbols, the health, did the dots go away or?
They've been reset to hover.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Awesome.
Okay, back to re-adding the dice to my dice rules because apparently they all got deleted. You guys might want to check that too.
What got deleted?
Say again.
Oh, somehow all the dice from things like my weapon coding got deleted.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. So I have to go. I'm going and I'm putting them back in. It's not a difficult thing to fix. It's just annoying because it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Oh, I can.
So everybody else should check theirs. Oh, I have to change that before I put that.
I think it may have happened to this character too.
I think it might have something to do with being imported.
Mine
but
still
I don't
looks
know
good.
for sure. Because it
I think
works.
mine's all right.
I went to set up my hotkeys and realized that my longbow damage was 4, not 1d8 plus 4, but 4. It's like, okay, somehow all my weapons got their dice deleted.
Yeah, maybe you might want to check your actions tab and make sure everything looks right too on your end, but everyone else looks okay to me. And who has the longest sight range of the group?
Probably me, but not necessarily.
Varric and I don't have any sight bonuses. We don't have dark vision or anything like that. I think everybody else has dark vision.
And it's not
So their
dark.
ability to
Right.
see in the evening is probably better.
It's not dark yet, but it is getting there with the clouds coming in and it being dusk.
Yeah. Well, if it looks like the only like it's going to be much safer off the trail, then I will attempt to find a path up off the trail.
I'll follow her. Well, actually, I'm going to follow Varric.
Keith, just to let you know, I'm just going to test out the wild shape just to see if it works, okay?
Okay, let's go for it and hope that we don't crash. Because yeah, at this point, you should be a cat. There we go. Ow. Nice. It worked.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Nice.
Okay. As you try to climb in around in there a little more, you can tell that this is mostly steep cliffs around you. But as you climb up on the rocks a little bit, give yourself some height advantage. You can see down here to the southwest. See the opening to a cave just around the bend. The way up to it is a bit difficult, and well, it's a good thing you don't have any mounts because they wouldn't be able to make it up there.
Okay, so where is this cave?
I'm trying to open up enough of it so that I can mark it.
Okay, you just it's just being difficult.
Yep. And I changed my mouse settings, which is still driving me crazy, but I think it's a good thing for me to get used to. Because with a lot of the drawing I'm doing, I'm holding the mouse button down for too long. I decided to put it so that I can hold it for a second or two and then this that way, but then I keep forgetting to click it off. It's sticking out. All right, so as the rest of you come down around the bend there,
As Redrith comes along behind.
and you'll notice all the way down on the southwestern part there, or just southwest of that ledge. Yeah, hold on, Talpi. I'm not sure how it's moving you, but you can see that there's a green path that kind of leads up the cliff there, but the rest of that is way too steep, unless you want to use one of your abilities.
No, I'm just having a hard time interpreting the map.
Yeah, give me a moment. I probably got to expose more so it makes more sense. So at this point,
Yeah, that would that's probably also it. But these people are not doing very well at staying behind their guide.
I think that's natural for their characters, so you might have to just accept it.
So before Alex, the player, can understand what the map is showing, she has to move up her token because all the other tokens are crowding her.
And just to make sure, brothers, that is your intent, to just not be in the back of the line. You want to be the first ones up front because that's what you're used to, right?
Correct.
I
stay in the front.
Yeah, I'm following Varric. I'm assuming outside of the game that Varric is knowing him for 20 years. I think his curiosity is getting ahead of him, but could be just assuming.
I'm trying to follow the guide.
And the way I see this, Alex, is that basically these are characters that are going to require more talking to because they want more information than necessarily the person leading into it. So I think it's a matter of the character finding the balance between, okay, yeah, this is just a pay-for-hire job, at least.
Yeah. Our guys are going to, our characters are going to follow strength, and if we start to misjudge, we'll start doing stuff on our own, racially. So I was kind of going with that too, that, we're going to kind of move forward. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you get impatient or whatever, I thought that maybe that would be a thing, or I don't know.
Especially as a
how you want to spin it.
Especially as a paladin, and then both of you as Goliaths, you're not going to wait for someone else to risk the danger.
Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Even though you're being quieter and you're doing it a better job and you're being cautious, that's just not their way.
Right.
We're going to be looking for a challenge or whatever, or not. I guess not fearing a challenge. I guess.
Redrith is just keeping an eye on the sky and not being particularly careful to be quiet. He is just, I wouldn't, strolling isn't quite the right word, but he's just making his way along.
Well, it's also not too difficult for you to be not so noticeable because the wind is picking up and you're beginning to feel drops of rain coming down. Anything that might be or would have been roaming outside is probably gone to seek shelter. You realize that you're kind of running out of time.
Did you say
storm?
Did you say this wall is steep?
You see where that gray path is?
Yes.
Or green path is? So you basically can follow just north of where Elohir and Varric are. So the green area leads up to the ledge that you can see there.
But it's walkable?
This ledge here?
Yes, that's walkable. Okay. Everywhere else where it's brown is not.
Hey!
Very good.
My token just jumped in size.
Holy cow, she just became a very large person.
I think that was me.
That's awesome.
And upside down, and now I'm teeny tiny.
And
Actually,
now
it's a
she's the
combination
size
of both. You moved your token into where I was trying to zoom in on the map.
That's awesome. That looks great.
Okay, so we're is this where the cave is then? Somewhere over here?
I wish I had your map skills. You're very quick at doing some of this stuff, Alex. It's awesome.
All right, so as you climb
What,
up
the quick
ledge,
pointer?
Yeah, well, I'm new to this program, so I'm usually tabletop.
The quick pointer, like that, to do it really fast, the way I do it is you just hold down both the right and the left mouse buttons and you draw a line.
Oh, cool.
Holding down Control, Shift, and Alt will change it from a line to a different shape. You can also right click and use the pointers menu.
I like that left-right mouse button shortcut. That's cool.
Right,
Yeah.
left mouse button. Oh, I'm still moving my guy. Someday I'll mess with it.
You said there's a cave up here somewhere?
Well, no, that. Okay, hold on a second. Let me try this myself. You climb up to the ledge, and basically, that purple line is the cave entrance. Everything beyond there is subterranean.
So we're going into a cave.
Okay. I will lead everybody up in here, and motion for them to be careful, because we don't know what's in the cave yet. We just know it's a cave.
It's dark at the moment. So
yeah, I would like to tell everybody to be quiet and wait here and take a quick look inside.
It's a rather expansive cave. You can see there's a ramp that goes up the north wall there that rises in elevation. There seems to be a bit of a courtyard down there, and you can see some bones and other detritus lying in the area. But basically, from that point of view, the cave continues into the darkness in all directions. So it seems to be a pretty big cave. Meanwhile, in earnest, just as you go all into the cave. Cold rain is driven by high winds into the cave mouth for at least 10 feet, soaking the area. The torrent breaks loose small rocks and mud above the cave mouth, washing it quickly down to what has turned into a raging flood on the trail below.
So we've already missed our opportunity of stuff being dry at the mouth of the cave. Because I was going to say I'm going to look for some kindling before entering the cave, but if I miss that opportunity.
Yeah, I think unfortunately.
It's fine.
Presently, the rain turns to sleet, covering the rock at the cave mouth with a rime of ice. It's lucky you found this place, where travel outside has become nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Mizram's getting really wet.
I was going to say, kitty.
Yeah, kitties don't like them.
Come, kitty, inside.
I mean, you guys will do what you want, but I indicated, but I told you that I would like to scout out further in just to see, to make sure it's not occupied
I would probably.
by.
So my question to you is, what light source are you relying upon at the moment? Because it is dark in here.
Jeez.
I mean, the area that you can see is pretty much lit from the outside, but without any additional light, you're going to have a hard time seeing into it.
I have torches and a tinderbox. Now I can see 60 feet, but I do have torches and a tinderbox.
And again, inside, I think Varric and I are the only ones without dark vision. So I'm still
But
at the mouth of the cave.
Right. At the same time, she told us to stay put.
Yeah.
Right.
For right
yeah,
now,
I'm not going to stay put.
for right now, I want to rely on my dark vision. I'm not yeah, for now.
Okay. You're not seeing quite as much as you would like because the light coming from the cave entrance is a little overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously you are able to see further than those with normal light. So as you can see, this ledge continues along the cavern. And there's a large spider web up ahead, but you're mostly looking down into the rest of the cave from up there. That's probably about a 15-foot drop.
Okay.
And it still does seem to continue to the east over there.
Okay. And that spider web, does it does it cross the path and sort of block it so you can't get past it without going through it?
No, it doesn't block the way, but it definitely is overhead.
Okay. Well, if I can...
The chamber is large and deep, with a crack in the roof near the back and a twisting passage leading deeper into the mountain. There is detritus strewn about the floor, including some rather large, gnawed bones. The mouth of the twisting passage emits a...
Okay, who's Darth Vadering the mic? Just curious. Or was that on purpose?
Was it me?
Okay.
Somebody
who
went,
Luke, I am your father.
I know I had to look too because I thought maybe Dan was going to sleep again.
No, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me breathing and my mic is really sensitive.
Okay. I was just curious. I was like, who's got the Darth Vader mask on?
No,
hey,
it's all right.
Ambiance, right?
Here, let me pull the headset out and just do it this way.
Keith, before I walk in to find the cave, is it okay if I sniff the ground and air around me to see if I smell what kind of animals is might be using this cave?
Absolutely, but I am going to point out, before we roll that out, I am going to point out to, was it Haig or Varric that wanted to start the fire?
Say that again.
That was Haig.
Which one of you two wanted to start the fire?
I would like to start the fire.
Okay, so you do notice as you're getting into the cave that there is definitely enough detritus and wood, bones, other things that should burn that are dry enough. So you could probably collect stuff for a fire if necessary. And kitty cat wants to sniff. So with that in mind, go ahead and make a... Is that a survival check or would that be an investigation check?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I would say probably investigation, I would think, right?
Well, I definitely can see arguments on both sides. I mean, it's definitely an investigative thing, but if you're talking about primal instincts of an animal, survival of smelling something that's a danger really doesn't require much conscious thought.
I would have thought perception, wouldn't it? Be due to that one I'm using, because I'm using my natural perception, like my hearing, my sense of smell. I'm just trying to smell the environment.
All right.
So
well,
I thought that falls under perception. I could be wrong. People think otherwise, and I have no problem on something else if they think.
Well, no, I think actually it does justify a dual role here, because first is going to be a question of whether or not you detect anything, and then second is going to be whether or not you can identify it. So go ahead and make a perception.
Okay.
And again, perception I do expect to be in the dice towers.
Okay.
And oh yeah, you definitely pick up a foul smell.
Okay.
So now do a... All right, if you just want to know whether you think it's dangerous, do a survival check. If you want more information on it, do an investigation check.
Yeah, if something dangerous, because I'm in animal form. I'm thinking about my line of thought more in survival than knowing what something is.
And yeah, clearly this is the home of a predator. You can't be sure how recently anyone has been in here. But yeah, the smell that's coming from here is leftover bones and other prey that's been left around. And obviously a callous hunter in that they're willing to leave detritus and meat lying around after they're filled. They don't have to apparently, which means they're successful hunters.
Okay, I will let out a warning hiss and hunch my back a bit and start walking around in circles like I'm restless, like it's not a safe area. We need to, and hopefully they pick up on it.
Now, Talthi, as you head around, Kaeli, as you head around to the other side, you pretty much get a view of the entire cave. There doesn't seem to be anything active or moving inside here. And from this vantage point, you can see that just to your south there is a little path that leads down into another lower area. So you're walking along the edge of the cliff, the cliff there, and that's another basically 15-foot drop from where you are. As you go back west, the amount of cliff reduces.
Can I do a perception roll to see if I hear anything?
Yes, you absolutely may.
I'm not liking the fact that I can't see, so that pile of bones, I'm tossing all the stuff that I can find within my visible range to that pile, and then I'm going to start the fire.
Okay. And where are you going to start the fire at? Right next to where you are?
Yeah. I'm already seeing an already existing pile that may have stuff that can burn in it.
It's mostly bones, but yeah, there are some branches and whatnot. Whatever it is, seems to actually understand the concept of a shish kebab. There's like sticks and stuff with pieces of rotted meat that have been hung over what looks like a prior fire.
Oh, great.
So it leads you to suspect that whatever it is may be intelligent, but obviously has the ability to use tools.
I'm going to share that information with the group. Somebody's got dinner prepared for us.
All right, so Talthi is down there looking at the lower part of the cavern.
Yep.
And Mizram is
Cautiously.
in the back, kind of not sure, not liking the smell that's coming from the back of the cavern. Actually, unless you don't mind getting wet, you might want to move in a little further. Because basically those first two hexes around the door are getting pelted with sleet and rain.
I will move closer to the wall, but keep eyeing back of the cave and trying to slip into the shadow to hide myself from whatever threat is out there. So I'll just quickly roll that for you there. So you got it ready.
And let's see. Hey, go ahead and do a survival roll to start the fire. That does not need to be in the tower.
Hold on, it's going goofy.
Okay, you have a little bit of difficulty getting it going because of the wind that's coming in through the opening. But it is dry enough, and you know enough that you're able to get it going. Basically, it came down to doing the wooden stick trick with a pair of bones. So, like, oof, I don't know whose bones these are. But you're pretty sure they're not humanoid, so you're okay with it. But as the fire starts kindling, the wind starts carrying the smoke towards the back of the cavern, and it disappears. It's not like it's rushing that way, but you can tell that the airflow is carrying it towards the back and that passageway that you guys kind of can see.
Anything interesting back here, or just more detritus?
More detritus, mostly.
Okay.
Unless you want to investigate the detritus.
Not particularly. I really don't want to stay here all that long.
It doesn't look very savory, but you can also tell with your experience, this storm isn't going to abate anytime soon. You suspect that though it might end sooner, you're probably going to be here for the night.
Yeah.
Because you also know that even if it ends in the next hour or so, the rain runoff that's being produced right now is going to take a while to subside.
Yeah.
How much light is it giving us inside the cave? How much would you say? Is it making...
like I said, it's getting late, so it's not like the whole cave is lit. Oh, you mean the fire?
Yeah, the fire.
Yeah, the fire is able to illuminate the whole cave at this point without you guys having to rely on dark vision or torches. But you still can't see, around the corner of that bend.
Yeah. I'd like to... Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. Go ahead, man.
I just want to investigate kind of up into the web, make sure we're not dealing with a giant cave spider, or at least it's not right there in the web, and maybe investigate this pile of bones over here. You want that that's inside the tower?
Investigation, yes. Because that's one of the things where you don't know if you're going to find something, even if it has a roll. Right. But in this case, and what exactly were you looking at this pile of bones over here?
Just kind of investigating if I can see if maybe from the gnaw shape of the bones, or so type of bones, if I would know, and if I can tell from whatever teeth scratchings or whatever on the bones, I can tell what we're dealing with. I mean, am I going to be able to see sharp scratching or flat? If it teeth.
You see a variety of wounds, actually. Some have obviously been created by weapons, and others have been made by sharp talons or claws.
Oh.
And obviously, all of the bones have been gnawed.
Okay.
It's actually,
We're dealing with a waterhead.
Actually, you find one bone that you would swear has been used as a toothpick for something with a large mouth.
I'm coming back to the fire, standing with my brother.
About this point, as you do so, hold on a sec. If I can do this right. And that's what you hear coming out of the back of the cave.
Ooh.
Creepy.
Awesome.
And it is coming towards you.
Bring it.
Yeah.
A shrill howl.
When I choose that sound, I take a battle stance, because that's not a good noise to hear.
A shrill howl, not unlike a cross between a wail and a scream, echoes forth loudly from the passageway at the back of the cavern. The sound is moving closer.
I'm just going to take a ready position, unsheath both my weapons, slide my dominant foot backwards, and get ready for whatever's coming at me.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so
Test your might.
all right, so
Bring your puny ass in here.
I would have you roll initiative, but it's really not going to be necessary at the moment because you wait. Come on. Where's my menu? There we go.
Because we intimidated it. Whoa.
Oh, cool. I hear bells going off telling you it's your turn. I just need to advance this. Okay, so. Basically, you guys have about 2, maybe 3 rounds before anything's going to pressure you for time. So with that in mind, how are you going to make use of those 2 to 3 rounds? We don't need to walk through initiative at this point.
A couple of cracks in my neck.
How well lit is the cave at this point?
The cave itself is reasonably well lit because of the fire that Haig put together, but it's not going to work its way around the corner. So yeah, think of the line of sight. Basically, you can't see anything past that southern bend. You just can tell that it turns off in that other direction.
And the sound that we hear is coming from the little channel at the back of the cave?
Well, it's not just a little channel because right by the bones that are right there next to the blue line, that's actually a slight, like maybe a 5-foot upgrade or step up. And then that area there descends into the back of the cave. So it's kind of large, but it's also 5 feet up, so it's not that noticeable.
But that's where the sound's coming from.
Correct. The only
Okay.
the only route to that cave, though, without hitting any kind of step up or down, requires going up that ramp around the north edge of the ledge and working your way around.
Oh, so it's up where Kale Alley walked up and around, and then it goes in.
That's the most level path in. You can still go up right by the bones that are right there, but it's about a 4 or 5 foot hop up. It's not that tall, but yeah, it might be a challenge for a gnome.
Oh, okay. I thought that due to the bird's eye that it was going to come right out of the thing. Then yeah, if that's the case, then I'm going to walk up this way.
Yeah, as fighters, both of you would know anything that comes out there is going to have a height advantage, at least for the first round. So I would think both of you would want to try to find a better position or try to flank them.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up here to see what happens first. I'm gonna set up here in case they come running out of that hole and then jump off the 5-foot ledge.
You're on the bottom ledge, though, not the top ledge.
But the person anything that comes out of that cave doesn't necessarily have to go the long way around.
True. That's why I'm on the top ledge then, I guess. So you'll take them low, I take them high?
Say again. Cut him off, see if you can get him to turn my way.
Redreth makes his way around and up to the ledge up above. If they choose to follow the path, he'll be up there. If not, he'll be able to look down upon them as they're fighting and toss his spells from here.
Yeah, I'm also up on the ledge, ready to shoot.
Keep in mind, whatever comes out may not necessarily be enemy.
And actually, from where you are, KLLE, you do have a slight height advantage. You're shooting somewhat down into where the path comes out.
I thought that might be the case. I figured the high point would probably be somewhere in there.
Yep. And then if anyone wants to try to be stealthy, please roll your stealth roll in the tower now.
Not sure how stealthy I can be with the fire right there, but I can try.
Well,
Can't be
actually,
really
you are
stealthy.
you are up about 15 feet from the fire, so there is a shadow that is coming up there. So if you stay low enough, you can absolutely stay in the shadows.
Cool. That was
Yeah.
kind of my thinking for going up there.
That didn't get it. That did not work. How do you roll the dice in the tower?
You just
did,
drag
you
it
did.
to the dice
You
tower.
got the roll perfectly, and it even counted the fact that you have a penalty on stealth because of your armor.
Yeah, I figured as much, but we tried anyway.
Hey, it's worth a try, absolutely. But in this particular case, you can tell your armor's making a lot of noise as you're trying to get around, so you can be pretty sure that you're not being very stealthy.
Would I have a advantage to being in stealth due to I'm staying out of the firelight, but I'm also up against the cavern wall, creeping along it like I'm getting ready to pounce on anything that comes to the lower floor.
Based on what you're seeing and the corner that you're standing around, it's going to be entirely dependent on which direction he decides to face when he comes out and how far he decides to come out. If it's intelligent, you would presume he's going to stop at the cliff and look around before doing anything. But depending on what it is, it could come out and just launch at the first thing it sees, in which case it'll probably land right on top of Haig, and at which point it would have a line of sight to you if it turns in your direction. But otherwise, unless it bolts and goes into the middle of the cave and says, "Here I am," it probably is not going to notice you. Is that answer a good enough answer?
I like it.
Yes, that sound fine. Sound fine.
Redra thinks about stealth and then shrugs and pulls the hilt of a sword out of his the little holder on his belt, and then sends a touch of will into it, and his sunblade lights up, giving a bright 15-foot thing of light. And he's like, stealth is no use.
No, thanks for blowing away my stuff.
Yeah, really.
I'm not right next to everybody else. Here, I'll move over just a touch.
I mean, I was trying to be stealthy with all my heavy armor.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and lock tokens at this point. Something I keep forgetting to do.
They're already locked.
Do they lock now automatically when you start the tracker?
There's a new setting, I think, that allows it to automatically lock tokens when you drop enemies in the tracker.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was not aware of that. Okay.
It's a new setting. Some people like it, some people hate it.
I think I need
But
it.
it's confused everybody.
I'm but definitely willing to give it a chance before I complain. All right, so yes, that's why you need me to move you over now. I thought you would just draw a line. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to lock. Wait a minute, they are locked. How'd that happen? Okay. All right, so I will. Has everyone completed what they would do during the first roughly 2 rounds of combat?
Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm readying, but I'm paying attention to whether it's humanoid that comes out or whether it's, I'm going to pay attention to what shape it is.
Gotcha.
Whether I'm wing or maybe attempt to catch.
Well, just to be clear, GM to players, this is obviously not a encounter meant to catch you off guard. So you have plenty of time to get yourself ready to do whatever you think it is you need to do for what you think is coming. But it's obviously...
It's big. It's big and it shrieks with a really nasty sound. So, yeah, I'm going to be ready to shoot it if it makes an aggressive move, and I'm expecting an aggressive move as it comes out.
So what I am going to have you guys do now is roll a fresh round of initiative for yourselves.
Dun, 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 dun. Look at me go.
Natural 20.
Nice.
We always like those.
Yeah, but what does it do for initiative, though? Nothing.
And I'm not last.
No, that's true. You're not.
All right. So, with the way that this is rolled out, basically, Redreth and Varric, you get to go before there's any additional trigger or activity for you to respond to. So, I'm going to presume you guys are just going to be ready to respond?
Correct.
And I'm not going to hold you to the action because you don't know what you're about to see in this case. So you guys will get a chance to respond, not as a reaction, but after whatever makes its way in. And what you see is basically, how many of you are familiar with the name Grendel?
Grendel, yes.
Check out the YouTube video I just posted in Discord.
Isn't it a or something?
I'm somewhat familiar with Grendel, but as much from literature as
For
the more
Beowulf?
recent. Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't really have a good picture of it in my head.
Like
But I know what
shit.
you.
Check the YouTube video that I just posted in Discord campaign play.
Well, you're not going to be scared if you don't remember Beowulf stories. It's quite hideous.
The movie.
So you want us to actually watch the video?
It's not that long, but it jumps right to the part where you can get a feel for what it is and how terrifying it looks. And yeah, I think there's like 2 minutes there, but you only need to watch maybe about 15-20 seconds of it to get a feel of it. And it basically starts with that scream that you've already heard. So up to you, but if you want to feel for it, it's there. So.
Yes. That thing. And that's what appears around the corner?
Yep, that's what comes barreling out of the corner.
Yeah, beautiful. It ran away.
It came out and ran away?
No, the token ran away. The creature didn't run away. The token did.
Oh.
Gremlins, you know.
Yeah, where'd it go?
Whose token? 1, 2, 3.
The creature's token.
You
said you were looking for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought it meant it disappeared on your screen.
No, you said you couldn't find it.
Yeah, it got hidden in the mask somewhere. I'm like, it disappeared on me. All right, so this comes running out, stops at that ledge there as Mizram predicted, and basically lets out another scream, screaming at all of you, and looking directly at Haig standing by the fire.
Yeah.
And let's see, intelligence check, everyone.
Come on.
Intelligence check?
Yep.
Into the dice tower or no?
No, not necessary this time.
Intelligence check.
Ooh.
Yeah, ouch.
Oh, that wasn't good either.
Okay. I feel better.
Those were horrible.
I feel better. Nobody's done so great so far.
I did it safe, but still. My bad.
But yeah, we still need Miz and Redreth to make theirs.
Wow.
Not a good start on the intelligent rolls, gang.
I'll tell you.
Well, you did say intelligence check. I've got a much better modifier on the save.
Sorry, I was being distracted by a cute 4-year-old, so let me roll an intelligence check here.
That's understandable, and Miz just puts everyone to deep shame.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Looking at
Well,
the
you
rest.
can't even see it. I can't even see the thing.
No, but this actually makes sense because the rest of you have rolled lowly. Between the sound that he's heard and the smell that he's picked up, Mizram, you know this to be a troll. Now the question is how you're going to communicate that to the rest of the team, or if it's even necessary. But you do know some of the rumors of what you've never encountered one before, but you have heard some rumors about them. So, without disclosing anything directly, because you're in cat form, you are aware of certain things that need to be done about trolls, right?
Yeah, I will stay in cat form till I deem it right to let them know.
Makes sense. But yeah, between the sound and the smell, and yeah, you're pretty sure that this is exactly that. Of course, unfortunately, the rest of you do not recognize what the heck this is. This is your first encounter with one.
It's big, it's ugly, and it makes a nasty sound.
And smell to go with it, too.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, it's actually his turn, because he's just come out. And he is going to target the first one in sight, which, unfortunately, is Egg. He jumps down from above.
Come on!
Which actually gives him a bit of a height advantage. And he attacks you, come on, once with a claw and misses. Again with another claw. This one slashes across your breastplate for 8 points. 8 points of damage. Yeah. And then pulls you into his mouth and attempts to bite you.
Really?
Ouch.
Hits you for another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So, Redreth,
okay,
you can respond first, and then Varric, and then the rest of you can go in turn order. So let me...
Okay. I did mention an actual ready to action. Are you not counting that then?
Like I said, you're not going to be able to do a reaction, but I will let you preserve...
Okay.
Well, actually, no, you did say that as part of your last round action. So, yes, you can do a reaction.
Excellent. If he moved up next to
Yep, I'm moving him now. I'm moving him now.
Then do I get sneak?
Not in this case, no.
Okay.
And I will point out, not because of the rules, but because of something you're not aware of.
That's fine. I just need to know.
Yep. I'm just debating the rule discussion.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay.
You consider action.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You consider speech-free action.
Yes. As long as you're not doing a diatribe. If you're just talking about a quick threat or scream or insult, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's my turn, let's see. I'm used to being a sorcerer. I've got to remember, how do I play a blade singer wizard?
Flame on!
Yeah, exactly. And how do I do something without killing Heg? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'll just fireball that into the cave. Let's see here. Okay, I will. Obviously target the big guy. And he's tall, so obviously I don't have any vision problems with Haig there.
Correct. Yes, he is clearly visible.
All right. So, look at what is available. I'm going to attempt to hit him with a level 3 chromatic orb because he is big and he is really scary.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh man, what a waste of a 3rd level spell slot.
Not a good
Okay.
Ouch.
Nah, not a good start at all. Okay, so that just kind of fizzles out. So at that point, I take a few steps back that way because that's just not auspicious. And
Very good choice of word.
and that's
All right. So now that you pass your turn, Varric, you just saw a big, ugly, smelly green thing launch itself at your brother.
Oh, yeah.
But you now have a height advantage, so you can have a +2 on your initial attack.
So I just got back in here. What I was asking about the verbal is what I was going to scream to my brother, get behind him! But I figured we were probably...
That's basically what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
Question, Hunter's Mark, is that an action?
I'm sorry, is what an action?
Hunter's Mark?
For a ranger.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
But you're not a ranger, are you?
You're in this
I
one,
believe it's a ranger-only spell.
Right.
So it only
you'd
works
have to
if you
jump
have
through hoops to get
a
it.
bow and arrow?
Hunter's Mark is a ranger ability.
Oh, no. He actually has that, though. He actually has that.
Right,
Really?
that's what I'm saying.
What?
Yes, because of
Yep, you're gold.
my oath. Okay.
Big old pony boy.
All right. So Hunter's Mark it is. And now what do I do? Click on it and what? I'm not quite sure
Control
what to do
click
there.
on it to select to, target him.
Control click on the guy.
Yep,
Click
you
on
got it.
Hunters.
And then on your actions tab, as long as you switch the mode to combat and the display to actions, you should have 2 buttons. And I think you just need to click both of those buttons to apply this stuff.
How do I do the combat thing you said?
Yeah, on the actions
On-
tab, you can go ahead. You can explain it, Alex.
On your character sheet, on your actions
Yeah.
tab, at the very bottom, there is a box labeled mode and a box
got it.
labeled
Okay.
display. If you put
Okay.
the mode to combat and display to actions, then you should see the buttons show up.
Got it. Thank you.
She is infinitely helpful to have around.
No kidding.
Amazing.
Even if sometimes I do like to argue the mechanics. I try not to.
Honestly, Alex, I don't think I would have had as enjoyable of an initial experience getting familiar with Fantasy Grounds and using it if you had not been part of the first party.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to
We would
move
have spent
the
a lot
icon
more
as
time
well.
trying to figure this stuff out, and it would have gotten very frustrating.
That is
Well,
not
I'm
good.
glad I could help.
And you still are.
So he's trying
Anyway,
to have a hard time.
I'm trying to move the icon closer to the thing so that I can attack him.
Okay.
It
what
won't
you
move, dude.
Well, it's not going to move you while I have tokens locked, but it's what's going on here? Yeah, it should. Go ahead,
if you just go ahead and draw the line to where you want to end up and the route you want to use to get there, then he'll approve that movement and then your token will move.
There we go. Yep.
Okay. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and thank you. Let's go into attack mode here.
So yeah, Hunter's Mark was a bonus action, so you get your...
Ah, that's horrible.
Ah. And I always
I'm
suggest
gonna
people to change their die color when they continually get low rolls.
I get a
Closest thing to
second
switching out lucky
attack.
die.
Yeah, because it was a 5 to get 2 attacks, right?
Yes, you should, I think.
Okay, here's my second attack.
Oh, that's much better.
Yes, that helps.
Let me move this so I can see. Alright, and I gotta do what was that? That was the. Yeah. Okay.
Nice, nice.
And
Does
happened
it
there?
get another turn?
No, it does not. Okay. Hey,
Okay.
and yes, if anyone noticed anything funky, I fixed it.
yeah, we saw that.
Okay, so I'm just going to do my basic 2 swings for right now.
Do you get an advantage? Because, well, I'm still. Am I on the ground or am I in the? Because I hit him. I'm on the ground, right behind you.
You're on the ground, but if you want to, given that last hit, you can also probably be kind of hanging off his back with the blade jabbed in it.
Okay. Either way, the reason why I asked that is because does my brother get an advantage?
Yeah, +2 to flank.
+2 because you're flanking him, but yes, you also get. Oh no, you're not. Yeah, so +2 because you're flanking.
Very good.
Okay, that's what
I
I
was
wanted.
thinking of. Oh, why can't I think of the name now? Alex, the rogue ability, sneak attack. Jeez.
Sneak attack. Yeah, no sneak attack for me. Just the bonus to flank, I believe.
Yep.
So right hand swing.
Ooh, nice solid hit with a battle axe.
All right. For damage. Uh,
As much as you would like.
left hand follow up.
Nice.
With the damage. Not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah, that one definitely hit harder.
All righty. I'm happy with that.
I would think so. All right, K.A. Lily.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing again.
Ooh.
20.
Is that a crit?
Oh, nice. Okay, now it's really important. Do I or do I not get sneak?
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay.
$3d6. Dang.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a crap ton of dice.
So
What the hell?
let me ask you this. How did you do all of the multiple dice at the same time? Because if I knew, what I like to do is if I know I'm going to do both rolls for a right and a left swing, I would like to do the D20 rolls at the same time and the D8 and the D6 at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
No?
No, because all of those extra die are the coding for the weapon and the secret and the sneak attack.
Okay.
So it's all built into the action of that one attack that she made with her longbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damage from 2 separate actions, and that would be really complicated.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's super cool, though.
I would like to attempt to hide, but I don't know if that such an attempt is feasible.
You can try. Let's see what the dice say.
Okay. Is
I
open
think you
okay?
got his attention for sure, but you also got the advantage of being on the upper ledge, so.
Okay.
The dice say no.
Nope, not hiding. not hiding.
Definitely did a whole lot of damage to him. Holy crap.
He might not be quite sure exactly where I am, but he knows I'm up there.
Yep, exactly. All right, Kitty.
Right, as a bonus action, I'm going to revert back to elf form, and that obviously don't cancel it.
Perception roll, K.A. Lily. You're really off today.
Did I not roll very well on that one?
That was another one.
Oh, lovely.
So at this point, no, you do not notice that the cat has changed to an elf.
Well, I do have the flickering fire between him and me, so.
Yes, somewhat, but
And
it's
I'm more.
outside.
I'm also more concerned right now with that monstrous thing
Yeah, exactly.
that's attacking my companion.
Exactly. It's not unreasonable.
And I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Moonbeam, you said?
Yep, Moonbeam. He saved. Well, way it is. That'll be that level. And that on myself. And I will shout out, I think fire is it weakness. And then end my turn.
Say that one more time.
I said, I think fire is it weakness.
Gotcha. And hopefully the rest of you heard too. All right. And strangely enough, your kitty cat reflexes allow you to start the next round.
Nice.
Let me just quickly reread the rules.
Oh,
Pop up
he's
so
bloody
quick.
too.
So take it, the creature will take moonbeam damage. At the beginning of each start of my turn or start of its turn.
Because of the moonbeam?
Yeah, because obviously it stays there for 1 minute. Last 1 minute. Spell does.
Let me take a look. Good question. How it
Yeah.
applied.
At the start of its turn.
I start. Okay.
Yep, when it enters the spells area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there.
Okay.
What the heck? There we go.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Right. For the time being, then
Hold on a second. Separate beam, pale light shines on first. I guess because of his size, it really stays upon him. You can focus it on him without affecting the brothers. Yes? This is only a 5-foot shaft, and he's a large.
Yeah. Because of his size, I could have positioned it where it's not touching them.
Yeah, because it's only 5 foot. Well, 5 foot radius is 10 foot diameter.
Let me just draw.
Yeah. Basically, you put them in the position where if they attack him, they're going to have to break through the beam and take some damage.
Okay. Is the beam okay there?
Yeah, that's 5 foot. That looks like that does work. I can always take them from the northeast side. Okay, so it's coming down there. That covers them.
And I'm just going to do what an elf does best and hide, basically, because I ain't got any other spells. I'm more healing than anything.
Well, in this case, the knowledge might be the most useful.
Yeah, so before disappearing in the shadow, yeah, I definitely think fire fire definitely weakness. And then I'll just try to slip into the shadow. Obviously, the other things, but being in the state we're in, I'm probably not going to think of them.
All right, so he's obviously pretty pissed off at this point. He screams yet again. And let's see. What the heck is this?
I'm just going to quickly do damage. I take it at the start of the turn before he finishes the turn. Do you say, Alex?
Yeah, it's the start of his turn.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and apply more the next round damage to him.
I think it's a save, and then he succeeded again. Unfortunate. But that's still a decent amount of damage on your roll, so there we go.
But as you do so, you also notice that he kind of does one of those chest flexes, and both of the brothers notice some of the wounds that they've dealt to him are actually spontaneously healing right before your eyes.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Okay.
And let's see, being rather pissed off at the attack from behind, he's going to turn around and attack Barak. There we go. And he tries to sweep you out of the way with his first claw attack. Come on. And is grossly unsuccessful at doing so. So instead, he tries to grab you with the other hand. And knocks himself prone in the process of doing so, grossly overestimating his reach.
Nice.
Amazing. Stopping this bastard's on me.
Sweet. So, prone. What is the swing bonus to prone creature?
It'll calculate it automatically. I don't think you should have to worry about it.
Cool.
If prone has been put on him, then yes, it will work.
Yes, it is on his effect.
Okay. So,
but you don't want it on Haig.
It said applied by, not. Is that right?
There's a second line, and if you check the combat tracker, Haig is also listed as prone.
correct.
I don't know how that worked, but it wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, that is kind of funky. All right. Yeah, hold on. Can get rid of that. See, another reason why she's valuable is that she keeps an eye on the stuff that's not otherwise screw everyone else up.
I pay attention to both chat and the combat tracker.
Mm-hmm. And we're grateful you did.
And I read all of those effects.
All right. Well, I'm going to do my standard swings again. Taking advantage of why he's prone and bloodied.
Which he definitely is.
I'm going to swing. How do I roll a 2 twice?
Oh.
Obviously, the dice gods didn't want you to make that swing.
I guess not. So I'll do my bonus action with my hand axe again. Oh, I don't want to throw it, though. That's a little better. Then I'm going to pop my action surge.
Hang on. You're a fighter. Don't you have extra attack?
Yeah, so I have 2 attacks. Oh, I have an extra attack. I have 3
Your
attacks.
hand axe is a bonus action.
Right. So I have 2 swings with my battle axe now.
Yes.
Got it. Level 5. I missed that. All
That's
right.
a
So
level 5 feature for a lot of martial classes, but not all of them.
okay. So I'm going to take my second battle axe swing then.
Very good.
Let's see. Cool. And then again. And then I'm going to pop my action surge. So how does that work? Action surge. Do I get 2 rolls again or just the one?
You get to repeat your attack action. So if your attack, well, yeah, you don't get to do another bonus action, but you do get to repeat your 2 battle axes. Is that right, Alex?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Your attack action consists of 2 swings, so you get those 2 swings.
Ugh.
And,
Lots of
and
missing.
don't forget to tick off that you used an action surge.
I won't.
Really.
There we go. Last swing.
Nice.
Not a whole lot of damage, but. And then I got to figure out where on here the action surge is. There. All done.
Bam, 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 bam. You just wallop on the dude, but he's still not going down.
I actually missed, but hey, if they would all hit, I was trying to take them out, but.
Yeah, it should have, most definitely. All right. Yeah, Lily?
And he is still prone, which is annoying, but
Because that makes it more difficult for you to hit him, doesn't it?
yeah.
Don't matter.
Wrong bucket. You see what I dropped, right?
Huh?
You see what I dropped, though.
Yeah, I know.
And I get sneak. Oh, no, I don't get sneak because I had disadvantage. Crumbs.
Correct.
That's okay. I can still hit him.
So
It is.
it seems like he's dead.
Well, yeah, he looks kind of dead.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Only a flesh wound.
Okay.
All right,
so-
he's prone, but I can't really, from where I'm at, I can't really tell if he's actually dead or not. So I'm hitting him.
No, go for it.
Does it automatically apply the disadvantage?
Yes, it does.
That's for being prone, yes.
Okay. All right. I'm actually doing a flaming sphere, which is a concentration spell.
And where
And it
are you
has a-
putting the flaming sphere?
Right in the middle of him.
Light him up.
Is it going to hit anybody else?
It's only 5 foot diameter. Or yeah, 5 foot diameter, so it's just 1 square.
Pick it up and put it on the table?
Step back.
Okay.
Then Eric.
Did it hit him?
I guess I can't. Well, he can't move, so.
Yes, he auto failed to save. So now you get to do
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. So there's that 2d6 of fire, and then he also gets the flaming sphere. Oh, why is the effect on me?
Because it's a concentration spell,
Oh,
and
right.
there's no it's too hard to program the ongoing damage because you can't guarantee that they're going to stay within 5 feet of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good.
And
Okay.
it does specify unoccupied space.
Oh, it does say unoccupied space?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't take that damage. How does that work?
He does. Yeah, he doesn't take that damage. It's a proximity spell.
Who doesn't take this damage? Who are we saying doesn't take the damage?
It says I had to cast it in an unoccupied space.
Yeah. A 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
So you can cast it next to him, but not on him.
Correct. And it's a proximity spell, and it doesn't care whether it's friend or foe who's next to it.
Right, but
So kind of like the moon did.
Where Miz drew that 5-foot circle is a perfect place you can hit it and make sure you're not hitting the brothers.
Yep. Although I think that was 5-foot radius. This is 5-foot diameter, so it's even smaller. So it's pretty much right on the plus on his thing. So, okay. So he actually didn't take that 2d6 damage, right?
Nope, not yet. Not till the end of his next turn.
Okay. All right, that's all I got.
Really? Well, the coding might be off then. Huh. I gotta read that now. Hold on a second.
Oh, it says as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. So I can ram the sphere into a creature. That creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving. So I can put it right next to it and then just use my bonus action to ram it into him.
And then he would take the damage.
Right, which I've already rolled.
Works for me.
Yep, that is all correct. All right, so yes, you did manage to actually ram him with fire. And as you do so, as the sphere hits him, when he went down, when he went prone, and even after what you thought you landed the killing blow, there still looked like there was life and motion within his skin, and his muscles were still kind of rippling and whatnot. He still kind of looked like he's breathing. But once you hit him with the flaming sphere, the skin obviously becomes charred and lifeless.
Interesting.
All or just the spot where he was hit?
Well, you can tell that it was centered on the spot where he was hit, but yeah, the flame obviously did not react well to his composition.
Yeah.
So as Mizram had noted, it definitely did seem to suffer a lot more damage from the fire, whereas he seemed to have some degree of resilience to just about everything else.
Okay. So now it looks even more dead than it did before. Barrick.
Well, now it basically looks like a pile of charred body and smells just as bad. So you finally managed to take it down.
Good. We like it when we defeat our enemies.
Are we free to do whatever we want now, Keith?
Well, I was going to ask. It is now 12:15, so I had only scheduled it until noon, but I'm available to keep playing if you guys are.
Oh, I can't. My wife would kill me if I played anymore, since I played already this morning.
All right.
Enough of the day.
Yes, my wife's going to be back with groceries pretty quick, so I will have to.
Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point, yeah.
Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, definitely a good start, I think, guys and girl. I hope you guys had fun. I was happy to see some of this finally start getting played out. And yeah, there's a lot more in store from you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fun.
So
It's,
next session, 2 weeks from today, same bat time, same bat channel.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, happy to have you all back again too. So I'm going to leave the meeting up. I'm going to leave the tabletop up. I am going to take a quick break and stretch for a little bit. So if anyone has any questions or needs help with anything, feel free to stick around or pop back in a little bit and see if I'm available. But yeah, thank you all for showing up and helping us get this thing off the ground.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.